the same way?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Miss Bethany, for agreeing to this time. I know it's late in the evening, and I appreciate your time, but and I also appreciate your need to find out what can be done or what you are dealing with as far as it's your aunts, correct?
Yes, and I don't care what time it is. I am thankful to be talking to you, and I really hope you can help me out.
Well, we will do our bestest. Uh, so tell me a little bit more about the ants. As I understand it, um, what was forwarded on to me, and I'm looking through my notes here, and I apologize. There they are. As I understand it, your aunts are 79 and 81. They still live at home?
Yes.
Okay. So they live at home. Do you live with them, or do they have a caregiver, or
They do.
What is the living situation?
Well, the living situation is that they do have a caretaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I also I live there too, but kind of separated from them. So I depend on the caregiver.
All right. Is she 24/7, just during the day?
Well, we're recently making some changes. So she is just there during the day because they have been fine sleeping at night.
Hey, that's great. That is a blessing. They're still doing well at night?
That's where the changes are starting to
show. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them or just one of them?
I'm not quite sure yet.
Okay, so you're still checking that one out.
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. So what are some of the observations that you're seeing?
Well, because I'm around, even though the caretaker's there, the nice part is that she gets to talk to me about things that she's seen. So we're just seeing more agitation during the day. Like my Aunt Edna really likes classical music, and my Aunt Ellie,
my own heart,
likes gospel or country. And
well, I like the country.
Yeah. So they kind of have their favorite place to sit during the day, and they kind of hang out in the same room, not far from each other, because they kind of talk and hang out and do their thing.
Has this been their childhood home, that they've lived here all of their lives type situation?
Not childhood, but they have lived together for a very long time in this house.
Okay.
Okay. They both have, well, one was married and the husband passed away. And
is that Edna or Ellie?
Ellie's husband passed away. Edna never got married, so Ellie moved in with Edna. So Edna's been in the house a very long time, but not childhood home.
Okay. All right.
So Edna kind of has a little bit of an edge on that because it was her home. But Ellie, being the older one, feels that she should kind of control things. So the biggest problem during the day right now is that they've always bickered back and forth. You know how sisters are. They just,
Oh, yes.
squabble and bicker and, things.
That's
But,
how they love each other.
well, that's what I hear. Um, but lately, their squabbling has become more violent. They're more willing to, instead of just quarrel about things, they're starting to kind of take a little more action instead of just words. And
Okay,
a
so they're
lot of
taking
it's,
a little bit more action. Give me a little bit more information. Tell me a little bit more about what does action look like?
well, um, so they keep having the caretaker change between the types of music,
Okay,
and which is putting her in a hard situation.
your
It's
caretaker.
caretaker.
Okay,
But it's more, instead of bickering, like one will get up and try to change it, and the other one will get really angry and kind of they have canes, they kind of get
mm-hmm.
around.
Okay, so
So
they are mobile.
so that gives them an object to kind of,
Work with.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Have they come to blows directly? Has the caregiver gotten uh, a cane, or have you gotten a cane?
I have not gotten the cane. So like the caregiver will go and be making lunch, and she'll hear
Okay.
like an escalation, and so she
Uh-huh.
goes in there and has to kind of, you know go to your corners, kind of thing, separate them and just,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
you know
Okay.
but the concern is that it's just getting more and more agitation, more and more. It's like it's escalating. It's not out of
Mm-hmm.
control yet, but
Okay.
but nothing I say or she says seems to work well.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Um, is this more during the day or more towards the end of the day?
It doesn't seem to have a pattern yet.
Okay. Okay. And how is this affecting you?
Well, I get interrupted a lot because the
Mm-hmm.
caretaker is coming and getting me involved, and I'm not sleeping well at night at all because I know that there's problems, so I keep checking in on them, and they just, I'll come and hear something, so I go in, and one of them will be in the um, kitchen trying to do stuff. We haven't had a situation where they've turned on the stove or anything, but it just feels very uncomfortable that it could get there fast. So that's
Okay.
where the nighttime is starting to be a concern,
Okay.
because they're just very independent. It took a
Yeah.
lot for a caregiver just to come in, and now when they're not there at night, well, they're just gonna do what they need to do. Um, so
They grew up in that greatest generation where you did it yourself.
yes, I don't
Mm-hmm.
need help. I
Okay.
can do it.
Right. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So now Edna and Ellie, they are both your aunts. So you were from a third sibling.
Uh, yes.
Okay. All right. Either of them have kids also?
Well, yes.
Okay. Is that
They,
that cousin of yours involved?
no,
No.
they
Okay, so
they
it's
don't
you.
really want, you know, they live farther away. They just kind of say whatever you want to do, and they don't want any
Okay.
responsibility.
All right. Okay. Um, couple real quick uh, addition or a couple of real quick other questions. Do you have powers of attorney? Have there been wills or trusts, anything like that produced for either or both of the ladies?
Um, Power of attorney, no, because they are independent and feel that they're just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't wanted to do any of that.
Okay.
I do know that Ellie has a trust,
Okay.
but
And it hasn't activated,
I
or it
don't know,
hasn't, anything inside of it hasn't activated. Okay.
not that I know of. I just know I've heard that she has one. I've not seen
Okay.
it. I don't know anything about it.
All right.
Edna doesn't. She has the house, but she didn't have any kids, so
Just didn't get into it.
yeah,
Okay.
didn't see the need.
Didn't see the need. Not uncommon. Not uncommon at all. Um, okay. So I want to respect your time. So I want to, what are the things that you are most concerned about?
That I can't take care of them, and I don't know if having a person here full time is the best way to go.
Okay.
And I
Um,
can't take that role on. So it really scares me as I see them getting worse. I'm
mhm.
just getting really panicked.
Okay. All right. What are, so you're getting, as you're seeing what the future may bring, you're starting to feel a little bit more panicky, a little scared about how you're going to be looped into this,
Well, and
how
how
you're
they're,
going to be responsible.
yes, mixed with I want to make sure that they're always okay.
Absolutely.
You know,
Okay.
it's yes, I'm afraid because I want the best care for them, and I'm afraid I'm not it, but I don't know what to do.
Okay. Well, that gives us a starting point. First of all, from the previous information that was passed on to me, and this quick interval here, you're doing a great job. You really are doing a great job, and a lot of families can't do it, even how far you've gotten. Most individuals are not equipped. So thank you very much
Well, thank
for
you.
reaching out. That's brilliant on your side. Very brave and brilliant. So what are some of the things, or some of the things that open to me, or bring some uh, possible concerns that I'm hearing? Um, is their physical care, uh, making sure that they are cared for not only just in the morning or during the day, but also at night,
Yeah.
so that they have a future step, and that continued caregiving experience, so that they remain safe. um, I'm not hearing a whole lot of outside support for you. Are you feeling supported, or is there any support that you would like to reach out for?
No, there really isn't.
Okay. When was the last time you spoke to the to Ellie's kids?
About a year ago.
Okay. All right. How does Ellie think about the kids?
Hmm. Well, she always liked my mom, but my mom passed
Mm-hmm.
away, so
I'm sorry.
thanks. It's been really tough. Um, and then my older sister, she's just all about her family and her kids, and uh,
Okay.
she and Ellie never got along really well, and so
Okay.
they, yeah, they just don't
All
really.
right.
I don't think they want anything to do with her care, but they do seem to call and ask questions about finances.
Okay. Um, does Ellie trust them?
I I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Um, so of the caregiving, the physical let's get care, or the future process, um, that's a definite thing that we want to focus on. Another one is making sure uh, that they're able to take care of, pay for, know that there is somebody that has the power to sign for them, to make those decisions when those decisions can no longer be legally made by them. Um, we also have the need for a support system for you. Of those three, are those three the important ones for you, or is there something else that you would like to make sure is addressed?
I'm really looking for what my options are so that I can pave the way
Okay.
when when I need to figure out what to do next.
All right.
Um, I just I don't really know.
Okay. So of those three that we looked at, which one is the least important to you this second? Figuring out the long-term care situation, or making sure that you have a support system, which kind of dovetails into also making sure that the legal is set up. What part of those makes the most sense to you to inquire on first? Which is the most important, right, with those 2/3 items?
Well, my friends have told me that when, they've had elderly people that, parents and stuff that they were looking for, they told me that they can suddenly make a huge change. Like they can go downhill what seems like overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I want to know what are some of the ongoing potential options that we can look at
Okay.
first.
Okay. So with those ongoing options, so the options for care,
Right.
that is our first thing to focus on.
Yes.
So I know we've already scheduled something for next week about this time, but we've got more time next week. So what are some of the things that identifying that long-term care could look like? Is it um, looking at talking to the caregiver's company that she's with, or another care company, possibly looking at checking out uh, communities that they could relocate in? Are either of those something that makes sense? Is there something else that you've thought of or been advised on?
Well, I know that there's some places that they can move to that has a lot of activities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If they lived there, I'm thinking maybe it's the fact that they're just tired of being only together with nothing to do. If there's a way that maybe they'd be better if there was way to get activities, whether they live here or and go places or
Mm-hmm.
um,
So more stimulation.
yeah.
Okay. Are they chatty Cathys? Are they social animals outside of just the two of them? Did they used to be social,
Yeah,
like clubs and that type of thing?
yeah, Ellie more than her sister, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Um, all right. Um, Now, when was the last time there was a doctor's appointment? When was the last time that their uh, physical and or mental health was looked into?
Um, well, they both have to see a doctor every once in a while to get, pills refilled and stuff like
Right.
that. So it's been pretty much going to the doctor that needs that every,
Mm-hmm.
most of them's every 3 months or 6 months, depending on the
Mm-hmm.
doctor. As
Has
far as a
uh-huh.
full physical or something like that, that's probably been, hmm, oh, could be coming on a year.
Okay. Has any of these doctors mentioned any type of issues with memory issues, with um, their abilities changing? Has anyone investigated that?
No.
No. Okay. Um, that would probably be something that would be good to have hey, it's time for everybody's annual.
Okay.
And especially if it's been a year,
It would make
at
sense.
least it's not a mammogram. No more boob squishing for them.
For them, yeah.
Uh, right. So, but it's like, okay, everybody, climb on in the car. Let's go talk to the doctors. Um, I think that might be a good thing to just have a nice general comprehensive mind and body,
I can do that.
because that's going to probably give us a little bit more clarity on what the care is going to look like.
Okay.
Okay. Um, so if we or if you have this the assignment for the week, what I would like you to do, if you could jot this down,
Okay. Okay.
is get the doctor's appointments,
All right.
because the likelihood of you being able to get them in to see them this week is pretty nominal, but you can at least get the appointment so we know there's an end in sight. Okay.
Okay. That's
um
with like a general.
a general, and I would let the doctor know, hey, can you check out their cognitive abilities
Okay.
and their eyes and their ears, and just do a full. We want a good health physical like we're supposed to have at this age.
Okay.
And hopefully they will look at this as, hey, fabulous. We need a good look at. Not a problem. So that's the one thing that I'd like to see happen.
Okay, I can do that.
The other thing that I would like to see happen would be exploring a little further into the long-term potentials. And I've got to plug my phone in, otherwise I'm going to lose you. One moment.
Okay.
The joys of COVID.
Yeah.
You never quite know where you're at as far as batteries are going, because we're living outside of our normal situation.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Crazy.
Checking checking with your caregiver, her company. She's with a state acceptable company. Very good. Possibly giving them a call.
Okay.
And asking them about what does 24/7 look like, or 18 hours look like, as
Okay.
opposed to their present numbers. Also, you may want to check other companies, not just them. And you've talked to a couple people about larger communities, about more activities and such. Have you seen any of these yet?
No,
No.
I've just
Okay.
heard about them.
So they're just out there, and we're not real sure what they do, what they are. Generally, the larger communities are fabulous for the social butterflies.
Mm.
So, especially if the two ladies are social butterflies or have been, those activities are really going to make a difference. And it may also give them that opportunity to separate a little bit or have additional people to interact with.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what you're thinking, yeah. You may want to call a couple, go out and tour a couple. Each one is different.
Mm.
Every single one, all of these options are very different from each other. If they stay at home, that's going to be one scenario. If, however, they go to a larger community, each one of the larger communities, you just are not going to plug in, are you?
Oh.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm
and
here.
I can see well, I won't be if I can't get this thing to charge. There we go. All right.
Hey.
Okay, come on. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Let me do this. Hey, there, we've got it. Okay. So on the occasion, so each one of the larger communities, each one of an assisted living community is different from the other. Depending on what the doctors say, we may be dealing with just good old-fashioned assistance, a little assistance with bathing and dressing, or medication management.
Okay.
On the other hand, it's a possibility we may have some possible cognitive issues. I don't know. I haven't seen her, or I haven't seen the ladies. Eventually,
Yeah.
I would like to, but let's have you get a feel for what those other communities could offer.
Okay.
Some communities will also offer memory. Just ask, hey, do you have a memory care? If they do, great. If they don't, that's fine too. If they do, go look at it. It's not going to hurt one way or the other. Go at lunch if you can, because that way you get to see the other neighbors.
Ah.
So if the type of individuals at lunch are similar to your aunts in their level of conversation, in their level of physical needs, that's a place that they may be more comfortable at.
Okay.
So
Your
having a
your
meal
internet?
gives you that ability. It's having problems again.
Yeah.
I apologize.
It's okay. I
Um,
wanted to let you know.
all right. Thank you. So in the event that there is any type of change, you know where they could go. Okay.
Okay. Can I find
Um,
these through like Yelp, or how do I find places?
you know what I would, okay. I have a couple people that I have worked with. If you are interested, I can connect you.
Okay.
That can get, that can help you start that legwork. Okay.
That would be helpful.
What we would, okay, fabulous. So I will get that information over to you, and this is not charging very fast, so I'm about to lose you.
Okay.
So I will get this over to you via the email. I'm also going to shoot over to you a couple videos. Take a look at them,
Okay. And I have my list.
and it's going.
Down, down, down. I think you're not there. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The meeting is finishing up. We're going to, let's see, yes. Hopefully we will have gotten this recorded. And I will be sending this over to you. Thanks. Bye-bye.